three questions, and you can point out which speaker you want to ask. Okay, any questions, comment? 有没有？有没有哪一位要提出来？这边请教的？有没有哪一位要提的？
留言这边有提到，就是专题报告4中第6页的空白是什么意思？
他在问到专题报告的第6页有一个空白了。哦，那我想我们都可以补充。
好，有没有要问的？
那I will have a question to Mr. Ashley Pujari, and I would like to know. We all know that President Trump they had a very he said trio baby trio. I think the production of the U.S. production oil will be higher in a very short term, and I would like to know that how will the oil production in the U.S. or in other countries, and will it impact the price of the oil and the price of the petrochemical? I would like to have your suggestion, your opinion on that.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Maybe William already covered some bit, but just to reiterate the point, unlike the Middle Eastern countries, or unlike the socialist countries, crude oil production in US is basically driven by economics. So it's private sector investment and private sector which is producing more, depending on if there is margin in that particular product. Our view is that US production right now is probably at its peak, and for it to increase further, prices will have to go up, which is not expected in the year 2026. There are different views, school of thoughts. Number one is that, as probably William showed you the chart, in 2026, total crude oil supply is going to be significantly higher than demand, but it is supported by inventory build in China. So therefore, we believe that in 2026, the crude oil price forecast is more or less flat in the $60 to $65 range for Brent crude. In the long run, though, prices will have to go up for the simple fact that there will need to be a replacement production as well. So the only question right now is how much can the investments come in? The other production increase that can happen is from places like Venezuela, Iran, and these are places where investment is not so simple, even after all this action that has happened. So it will take at least 3 to 4 years. Until that time, we think we are in a crude oil price outlook, which is going to be extremely narrow and more or less flat. The other positive could be if Russia-Ukraine solution is sorted out, but that may only alter the crude oil supply chain rather than increasing production, because Russia is producing just as much as they can It's just that they are not supplying to Europe; they're supplying to other places. So we don't think even if the Russia-Ukraine thing is solved, it might reduce crude oil prices by a large extent. It will just help take away any risk premium that is there in the market. But it does not result into higher production. So point one, Mr. President Trump wants higher production in the US and lower prices. Uh, but to get higher production, you need prices to be higher. So that is not happening in the immediate term.
Okay.
Higher production will happen in other economies than the US now.
Okay, thank you very much. Because of the time constraint and our time limit, so our conference and the seminar will stop at this moment, and then we would like to ask Mr. Chen. He would give us some very brief report on our committee's activities. Mr. Cao.
那个我想哈，这个我再下边要做的是 TCI 的会务报告。那